Welcome to the Near North Palliative Care Network's informational video on spotting a scam. First, we're going to start with some very common red flags to watch out for. The first red flag is when someone you've never met in person is asking you for money. It's very common that while using social media and going online that we will make and meet new friends. It's very important that we don't go sending money before we've actually met this person in person, so they aren't taking advantage of us. The second red flag to look out for is if a person or business is creating a sense of urgency as to why you need to pay them now or divulge confidential and personal information right now. Scammers will use this urgency tactic in order for you to make quick decisions about sending money or releasing information without thinking about it first. And the last red flag to watch out for is if a person, business, or bank you have never used is reaching out to you for money. Scammers will pretend to be all types of businesses and banks and reach out to you on just a whim to see if you have used them and try and get you to send them either money or confidential information. Phone call scams are something that has been around for a while, but recently they've shifted into claiming to be government officials. Now, when they call you, they can appear as an official looking phone number. Scammers can use technology to mask their actual phone number and cover it with a official looking phone number, or they could even appear as just an average telephone number. When they call, they often claim to be government officials and they ask for personal information. They create a sense of fear that you are in a large amount of trouble. They could claim that there is fraudulent activity happening with your SIN number. They can also claim that there is a warrant out for your arrest. If you do receive one of these phone calls, be sure that before you divulge any confidential and personal information, and that before you make any payments, you call this 1-800-O-Canada number. This number, if you call it, can clarify the accuracy of the claims that are being made on the phone. They will be able to tell you if this activity is actually happening with your social insurance number or if you have a warrant out for your arrest, and they can also report these scam phone numbers. Text message scams are also something that have been happening a lot more frequently. What happens is you receive a text message claiming that you owe funds or that there are funds owed to you. This text may claim to be your bank, another bank, or any other business. Often in these text messages, there is a link provided in the text message, and it is really important that you do not click on this link. This link could possibly be used to hack your cell phone or your laptop or whichever device you are using. If you receive one of these text messages claiming to be a business or a bank, it's really important that before you take any action, you call whichever business or bank they are claiming to be directly and figure out the truthfulness behind the text message. It's really important that you do not call the phone number attached to the text message, as a scammer could answer and just pretend to be that bank or business. So really try and look for the business or bank's official phone number either in the phone book or on Google. Online shopping scams are also something that have been gaining a lot of popularity lately, too. So, how these happen is a website will be offering a big ticket item for a very low cost, but once you order and pay for the item, you might not ever receive it. So, some tips to look out for when online shopping is look at how the website is made. If it's very poorly made with little to no information or very little other products, and it doesn't have any contact information on the website, the chances are that the website is legitimate is very low. Always research websites before you buy off them. So it's good to look for reviews on websites to see if other people have had issues with that website or if the products were legit or not. Try and use trusted websites as much as possible. So big websites like Amazon or Walmart, Target, stuff like that, those are good websites to be purchasing off of. Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace scams are something that have been occurring a lot more frequently. So it is important that we watch out for these identifiers of scams if we are purchasing items off of these websites. So if the individual wants you to pay for the item before seeing the item or meeting in person, if the individual is creating a sense of urgency as to why you have to send the money before viewing the product, they could be saying, oh, you have to send the money now because somebody else is interested, or I need you to send the money now because I need the money, or that they need you to send the money so that they could ship the item. These are all very big red flags. You should never purchase an item before seeing it in person. And it is always a good idea to bring somebody with you if you are meeting someone off the internet for the first time. There have been some cases where people take advantage of somebody if they're alone, so it's always good to have somebody with you for safety purposes. Email scams. So, email scams have been around for a while now, and they're very similar to text messaging scams. A business may reach out to you claiming that you owe them money or that they need your personal information, or an email scam can present themselves as an unknown outstanding bill. They could be claiming that you use their services and trying to get you to pay for a bill. Before taking action on anything in your email that you believe to be untrue or just doesn't feel right, it's very important that you try and contact the business before making any payments. Contact them with a number you know to be theirs, either one that you received from a phone book or from Google, and ask them about the truthfulness behind the email you have received before making any payments.